Selena Gomez, singer, actress, Disney Channel royalty, and now the star of her very own documentary. But even though the celebrity said she was prepared for the public to see the real her,
I created this whole private life that was just mine, and I feel like now I have to tell these stories.
when the internet digs into her history,
I would want nothing more than to not be my past, and it comes back.
twists her own words against her,
I had to write a will, which was scary.
and turns on one of her best friends,
Do you think that I'm complaining about my job?
Yeah.
will Selena still be able to find value in her transparency? She's a star that needs no introduction. Whether it's for climbing the Billboard charts, producing her own hit series, or playing a wizard on TV, Selena Gomez is one thing, and that's known. But while the 30-year-old's explosive relationships, health struggles, and tabloid rumors have kept her private life the subject of public interest for over a decade, there's always been one voice noticeably absent in Selena's narrative: her own. That was until now. Through the release of the Apple TV Plus documentary Selena Gomez, My Mind and Me, the Grand Prairie, Texas native gave viewers an inside glimpse into her headspace throughout the past 6 years of her life, from personal diary entries to breakdowns.
It's got to show every part of me, and that's the good, the bad, the ugly, and the real.
Originally meant to be a traditional tour documentary, the film began during Selena's 2016 revival tour, where the pressure of performing, the crushing weight of fame, and the image-obsessed nature of celebrity all took a toll on the star's mental health. The toxic buildup of these trademarks of fame eventually led to the cancellation of the tour after Selena told her friend and former assistant, Teresa Mingus, that she didn't want to be alive right now. But ending the tour wouldn't fix the problem. Selena had suffered a psychotic break, and she needed professional help. Fast. The star was hospitalized and eventually received a diagnosis: bipolar disorder. And while Selena feared how she would cope, in self-knowledge, the artist found not only courage, but purpose, her ability to connect with others. This started with being open, which meant when Selena's team pushed for her to keep her mental health diagnosis private, the star refused to stay silent. After all, as much as Selena saw her celebrity as a curse, fame also presented the artist a gift, her platform, a space where she could amplify whatever message she chose.
I don't mind being the person that is a voice for mental health because it's my life and it's a part of who I am.
But Selena didn't just want to provide a voice for mental illness, she wanted to change the lives of those who were suffering by introducing a bill that made therapy classes a requirement in the American education system. And the documentary ended with the steps the star had made towards making this dream a reality, including raising $100 million in 2022 to provide free mental health resources for young people through her charity Rare Impact Fund, and hosting the first ever Youth Action Forum on mental health in coordination with the White House in 2022, an event that gave Selena a chance to discuss her mental health curriculum goal with President Joe Biden. The film was a vulnerable and uplifting look into the artist's journey with mental illness, but even Selena was unsure whether releasing the documentary to the mercy of the public was the right call.
Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I think I'll always have this internal struggle of just figuring out if I'm doing the right thing.
Still, the star couldn't have known what moments the viewers would latch onto, and what conversations the film would provoke. As much as My Mind and Me attempted to separate Selena from her past, the documentary wouldn't have been complete without acknowledging the star's former high-profile relationship with a certain bad boy of pop. Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez, known to their fans as simply Jelena, were what some may refer to as the makeup-breakup relationship of the century. From their first public spotting at IHOP in 2010 to a New Year's kiss, a split, a serenade in the hotel lobby, Instagram battles, and returning to each other once more before calling it quits for good in 2018, the relationship was a spectator sport for tweens and teens around the globe. But in the midst of those 8 years, Justin was linked to another woman, Hailey, soon to be Bieber, Baldwin. And as the relationship progressed to nuptials, the model was a reminder to die-hard Jelena fans of what they'd lost, with virtual hate campaigns becoming the go-to coping method. But in September 2022, Hailey broke her silence over the matter on an episode of the Call Her Daddy podcast. In the sit-down interview, The model claimed neither Selena nor Justin had done anything to deter the cyberbullying she experienced, but mentioned that Selena had been in the industry longer than she had and possibly knew there wasn't any way to stop the comments.
She doesn't owe me anything. Neither of us owe anybody anything except, respect. I respect her a lot.
During the interview, Haley also denied there was any overlap between her relationship with Justin and Selena's, and even claimed she'd spoken to Selena since marrying Justin and that their conversations brought her a lot of peace. But nothing could redeem Haley in the eyes of Selena's fans, who referred to the model as nothing more than a fan of the star and implied she was the Camilla Parker Bowles to Selena's Princess Diana. The hate Haley was receiving eventually prompted Selena to speak out on a TikTok live, and the star wasn't coming to the defense of her fans.
I think some of the things that I don't even need to be aware of are just vile and disgusting. And it's not fair, and no one ever should be spoken to in the manner that I've seen.
What Selena was seeing didn't align with the message she was trying to get across through her most recent album, Rare.
All I have to say is it's incredibly ironic that I would release something that is all about kind words, because that's exactly what I want. That's it. If you support Rare, I cannot thank you enough, but know that you are also representing what it means, and that is words matter, truly matter.
And if Selena's words didn't confirm she bore no ill will for Mrs. Bieber, an image might. The two posed for a photo together at the Academy Museum Gala, which was then posted by photographer Terrell Hampton and fittingly captioned, "Plot twist." But while amends had been made with Haley, was Selena as eager to bury the hatchet with her ex? In My Mind and Me, the star's history is a shackle that keeps her chained to the past.
I would want nothing more than to not be my past, and it comes back.
Even when Selena was looking to rebrand as an advocate for mental health, the press wouldn't let her move on. Interviews with the celebrity consistently remained surface level, with topics and questions refusing to stray from the trivial territory of Oreos, emojis, and favorite colors onto anything meaningful. Even when Selena did get to talk about her desire to devote most of her life to philanthropy, she didn't feel heard or understood. This treatment made Selena feel like more of a product than a person, a sensation that was all too familiar for the star.
You know what it is it made me feel like Disney.
And when it came to her past relationship with Justin, the public was just as unwilling to let the star redefine herself. Even when Selena was with her Hollywood heavyweight ex, she felt her career was overshadowed by her relationship, to the point that being asked to do a duet with Justin in 2016 made her feel insecure.
When am I gonna just be good enough by myself?
After their breakup, Selena recorded the song Lose You to Love Me, a track about rediscovering herself following a split. "I felt haunted by a past relationship that no one wanted to let go of," Selena told viewers without explicitly naming Justin. And even though Selena described the experience as the worst possible heartbreak ever, she believed the split was ultimately the best thing that ever happened to her. But the documentary didn't neatly bookend every piece of drama in Selena's life. In fact, the film failed to mention one part of the star's story entirely. In an interview with Rolling Stone following the release of My Mind and Me, the star made a statement that had more than a few readers raising their eyebrows. "I never fit in with a cool group of girls that were celebrities. My only friend in the industry really is Taylor Swift. So I remember feeling like I didn't belong," Selena told the magazine. But was Taylor really Selena's only friend in the industry? To some, it seemed the star had left a very important someone out, that person being Francia Raisa. Selena met The Secret Life of the American Teenager and How I Met Your Father star in 2007 at a charity event where, according to Francia, the two just clicked. But it wasn't just an old friendship that bonded the two. Selena was diagnosed with lupus in 2015, a disease that caused the star's physical health to deteriorate to the point that the artist had to check her blood pressure before performing during the Revival tour because she was at risk of having a stroke if the number was too high. But while the documentary showcased Selena's battle with lupus, one major part of her journey with the autoimmune disease was missing: her surgery. In 2017, the star announced she'd undergone a kidney transplant due to complications caused by lupus. As for who donated the kidney, that was none other than Francia. "There aren't words to describe how I can possibly thank my beautiful friend Francia Raisa," Selena captioned her Instagram post on the subject. "She gave me the ultimate gift and sacrifice by donating her kidney to me. I am incredibly blessed. I love you so much, sis." On the Today Show, Selena and Francia opened up about the transplant process, which could have taken up to 10 years if Selena had been put on a wait list. But the alternative of getting a kidney from a loved one was just as uncomfortable for the star.
The thought of asking somebody to do that was really difficult for me.
Luckily, Selena didn't have to ask Francia. She volunteered. The words "I'll get tested" simply spewed out of her mouth the second she saw the pain Selena, her roommate at the time, was in. And against all odds, Francia was a match. Immediately, she was put through urine and blood tests along with psychological and physical evaluations, a process which normally takes 6 months boiled down to 1 day. Then came surgery, and despite Francia's brave face, she wasn't without worries.
I had to write a will, which was scary.
And although Francia came out of the operation okay, Selena experienced complications. Hours after surgery, Selena had to go back under the knife after the transplanted kidney started turning around inside her. The normally 2-hour procedure stretched to 6, but in the end, the operation was a success thanks to Selena's doctors and her friend.
You feel that Francia saved your life.
Because she did.
Following the surgery, Selena's arthritis went away, her blood pressure went down, and her energy went up. But as the star recovered, Francia got worse.
It's harder on the donor because we're losing something our body didn't need to lose.
She couldn't dance, she couldn't walk her dog, she couldn't even shower herself. Still, Francia, who was now more like family, made that sacrifice for Selena.
She felt bad about even having me do that because, we're just friends. I'm not her family or anything, but well, I am now. She has my blood.
Yeah, you guys are related for sure.
But was Francia's altruistic act her own choice? Or had the actress been pressured into making a decision before she was ready?
And she's like, for a match! And I'm like, yay! What? How do you know this? I had a way that I wanted to tell her when I made the decision. I knew it was going to happen. I just knew at that time. It's a big thing.
To calm her nerves, Francia called her social worker, but the words she offered the actress weren't any more reassuring.
And she told me, it's going to be hard, and it was very hard.
Still, Francia had gone above and beyond for Selena, and she had the scars to prove it. But at least the surgery had cemented a sisterhood that would last the pair for life, right? Well, according to rumors swirling online, even the bonds forged through surgical intervention could be severed. In July 2019, Radar Online reported that Selena and Francia hadn't spoken for 9 months. The rift allegedly came down to a fight the two had over Selena's unhealthy choices, as the star was reportedly caught drinking months after the transplant. Selena did the exact opposite of what she said she was going to do when she got well again. She said she was not going to drink anymore, but she did, an anonymous source told Radar Online. As for Selena's alleged feelings on the situation, Radar Online reported that the star was over feeling indebted to Francia. The truth is that Selena was tired of feeling like she owed something to her because she gave her a kidney, a source told the website. This was Francia's choice. Selena did not steal the kidney from her. However, Selena didn't personally acknowledge the rumors, and it didn't seem the star's donor required any more acknowledgments either. In a December 2019 interview with Capital FM, Selena seemed to avoid mentioning Francia by name when discussing their matching tattoos.
I actually got the date of when I got my kidney transplant, and did that with the girl that gave me.
Oh, that's lovely.
Francia going from sis to the girl was a demotion and title that even fans didn't fear Francia deserved. As one user wrote, "My feelings would be hurt if someone referred to me as that girl when we have so much history regardless of if we cool or not." But whether or not the friendship breakup between Francia and Selena was real or simply a fabrication of the rumor mill, the two were hanging out again as recently as July 2022.
He's a 10, but he hates your best friend.
I hate her too sometimes.
Honestly, fair enough.
All was well. At least until Selena said Taylor Swift was her only friend in the industry. It appeared the comment struck a nerve with Francia, who commented and deleted one word when E shared the Rolling Stone quote. Interesting. Fans also noticed that while Selena still followed Francia, the actress was no longer following Selena. Had the friendship really ended over one comment? Selena replied to a TikTok that criticized the star for not including Francia and other friends in her Rolling Stone quote and the documentary, writing, "Sorry I didn't mention every person I know." Fans of Selena came to the star's defense. Selena is 100% grateful, but to act like she has to bow down to her at every corner is very cruel. Francia knew from the beginning this was 100% her choice and had months to back out of the decision. TikToker Sam Doll introduced another theory for why Selena might have distanced herself from Francia.
What if Francia's just annoying? What if she's one of those draining girls that's all about drama? What if she's done a string of things like this, and Selena's just supposed to be at her mercy because she gave her a kidney? I don't think giving someone a kidney exempts you from being an asshole. What if she's an asshole? We don't know. We just don't know.
And when it came to the industry comment, did Francia's name belong in tandem with Taylor Swift's when category and League of Celebrity were considered?
This says celebrities in the industry. Are you in the industry? She's talking about music. Taylor Swift isn't also an actress. She's talking about celebrities. She's not talking about you. You can be an actress and not be a celebrity. Is anybody stopping Francia on the street?
Others believe Selena's comment that she didn't mention every person she knew said more about her character than Francia's. As one user wrote, "Every person I know, how about the one person who gave you part of her literal body? Think that name might be on the tip of your tongue?" But while the star was being referred to as cold, narcissistic, and a mean girl by various users online, it was possible neither Francia nor Selena were in the wrong. In an article on the subject from Slate, Dr. Joel Zivit explained the relationship between an organ donor and recipient invariably changes after surgery, regardless of celebrity. Despite the fact the organ is meant to be a gift without any reward, donors often feel owed something by the recipient. But although expectations of loyalty, friendship, or thankfulness might be a part of our cultural understanding of such an act, Selena is under no such obligations according to the Uniform Anatomical Gift Act. Naturally, this difference in expectation can allow resentments to fester. Francia may lament that her friendship with Selena has declined despite the bond she expected would be formed around the kidney donation, Dr. Joel Zivit writes. Despite Francia's moral objections, according to the law, her former kidney now belongs to Selena to use and even abuse as she sees fit. The law would say that Selena owes Francia nothing. According to Dr. Zivit, what makes a donation worth it is not the perceived cultural notion of what such a gift entitles a donor to, but simply that the transplant succeeded. And if that's the case, both Selena and Francia should be able to find value in what they went through, even if their friendship didn't survive the surgery. It could even be argued that Francia's absence from Selena's quotes and documentary spared the actress the internet's wrath. After all, the silver screen doesn't put everyone in the best light. Take, for example, Raquelle Stevens. The host of the Giving Back Generation podcast and co-author of upcoming self-help book The Sunshine Mind with Tanya Rad has been Selena's friend for over a decade, and she has the matching tattoo, the travel photos, and gushy captions to prove it. But Selenators haven't always met the friendship between the two with the same level of enthusiasm. Those who watched Selena's HBO Max cooking show Selena Plus Chef weren't charmed by Raquel's appearances on the show and criticized Selena's pal as annoying.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta really...
What did you do?
Rude.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Or downright unprofessional.
Rachel, can you do anything? Yeah. No, Rachel, thank you for doing nothing.
And when it came to Raquel's apparent lack of decorum, nothing grinded the gears of viewers more than when the blonde would text during episodes, a habit that led to Raquel being called out by the chefs on more than one occasion.
Raquel, are you looking at your phone?
Oh.
No, you didn't.
Who are you texting in the middle of cooking?
Thank you.
Thank you. Put the phone away.
That is so funny.
And production.
Raquel, would you mind putting the phone down?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I told you got complaints from last season.
No one told me that.
But this criticism was nothing compared to the insults that were now being levied against Raquel. Snake, leech. These were just a few of the descriptors viewers had for Selena's bestie after watching the documentary. But was Raquel really deserving of these labels? This was a friend who was seen going above and beyond for Selena throughout the 6 years the documentary captured. Raquel was present supporting the star at events behind the scenes and even attending charity trips with her. When Selena wasn't taking her medication, it was Raquel who was there to remind her. When the songstress was hungry, it was Raquel who appeared with delivery in hand. Raquel was everywhere with Selena, and for some, that was exactly the problem. Whether it was telling Selena she couldn't leave her career to live a normal life because God had given the celebrity this platform not to quit, or analyzing Selena's self-sabotaging tendencies, Raquel was the constant voice in her friend's ear. And viewers were quick to call out the blonde's armchair psychology and controlling attitude as, at best, overstepping and, at worst, calculated. One viewer described their observations of the friend, tweeting, "She comes across very riding the coattails and pushing Selena to keep going so Raquelle can keep her lavish lifestyle." So was Raquelle presenting Selena with the tough love the star needed to grow? Or was the blonde an enemy in friend's clothing? A fight captured in the documentary between the two has the internet coming to various conclusions. The argument started when Selena said she couldn't attend a birthday dinner because she had a shoot the next day.
Do you think that I'm complaining about my job?
Yeah, you sounded like you were.
Not at all. Raquelle was saying I need to get rest.
Selena then suggested that Raquelle thought she was ungrateful, while Raquelle said she just thought Selena seemed down recently.
I just was asking, are you good? Because you don't seem happy.
I'm having fun.
Good, I'm so happy you're having fun. Like, it doesn't seem like it to me. So I was just asking you.
So...
Although the friendship between the women remained solid after the spat, the internet wasn't as quick to forgive. As one viewer wrote, "That whole scene with Raquelle was insane. I have a heart condition, and for me, just doing one outing can be physically exhausting. Selena has a medical condition, severe jet lag, and wants to take care of her body, and somehow that's ungrateful?" But as others accuse the friend of picking a fight and dragging Selena down, some sense the familiar aroma of gaslighting and manipulation, and it wasn't coming from Raquelle. I bet it's awful having to walk on eggshells because your friend is so famous and probably paying for everything. You can't just be real, you always have to act a certain way. When it came to Raquelle, the internet was divided. Just as some viewers believed the friend was out to embarrass Selena by using her dating history against her,
Selena likes younger guys. Oh my god!
purposely slighting the star,
I don't know. Hello, Selena.
and not bothering to feign interest in what she was saying.
Like I had to do a CAT scan or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Good night when I get better.
Others offered a more sympathetic view of Raquelle, who they noted was her own person, with her own feelings, emotions, and worries outside of Selena. As one viewer put it, imagine your entire life becomes catering to someone. It can be exhausting to always be on. Despite My Mind and Me's focus on mental health, it seems the internet hasn't lost its ability to sniff out the controversial. Whether that's a debatably toxic friendship between the documentary star and her bestie, the suspiciously absent aspects of Selena's past, or even the faults of the artist herself. This is the risk Selena knew she was running when she chose to make the personal public, a decision that ultimately gave viewers the freedom to develop their own interpretations of the star and her relationships based on 95 minutes of footage. But if Selena's openness continues, perhaps these impressions can evolve along with the artist who admits she's still a work in progress.
I don't have life figured out in any way, shape, or form. I just have a better relationship with my mind.
This is the story of Selena Gomez, the star who opened up about her struggles in the pursuit of connection.